thing. You're welcome to another Journey Through the Void. It's your Void Gurus, Al and Tay, and we're back on another adventure.
Yes, sir.
All right. So today, my boy Tay, he's got a theory for us to talk about, discuss, debate, see what we think, explore our thoughts on that. So what's the theory today, bro?
All right, so I had a theory. It's just a theory, not my theory or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a theory about, like, we technically might be aliens.
We might be aliens.
I don't want to sound crazy or nothing, but, like, I'm not trying to sound I'm not trying to sound crazy or nothing, but, like, it's pretty interesting and it makes sense. Okay. So I was talking about the Great Wave in last episode?
Yeah,
for
flood. A little bit.
Yeah, in last episode, the Great Flood, I was talking about that for a little bit.
Yeah.
But it kind of does make sense. Because the way they describe it is like, that wouldn't be different to us because, of course, we're born like that always.
Yeah.
But to them, that was different.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, okay. Let me explain the whole theory before I get scattered brain and can't explain it.
All right.
So the theory is that we were placed here and like we were continue to be like bred until finally, I don't know, something, someone, whatever you like believe or something, decided this is the true form, right?
Yeah.
And then wipes it. So that's the only true form left. Yeah, because like if you look at like stories back in the day, or like there was giants, there was dragons, there was fairies, and they live forever.
Yeah.
Like none of them died. Like they live for a very long time, like thousands of years.
Yeah.
And then finally, after the Great Flood, everybody's living like the lives we live now, like the 30 years, 20 years.
Yeah. This is an interesting theory. It does make me want to do some more research. I like when I have a conversation that makes me want to research stuff. But throughout most, if not all cultures, there is talks of a Great Flood. Whether it's Japanese mythology, whether it's your Christian Bible or this or that, all of them talk about this Great Flood. There's archaeological evidence, or at least I've heard before that there is archaeological evidence.
Isn't it also in the Egyptians too?
Yeah, it's everywhere. Even the Mayans talk about like a huge flood.
That's true.
But my thing is, I believe in evolution. I'm religious, but I also believe in evolution because there's evidence. How would the presence of Neanderthals and like remains of stuff like that go into your theory, or like Jurassic stuff, like dinosaurs and things of that nature?
I don't know. There was also giants, like there was like 30-foot giants that like existed back in that time period.
Then again, I have seen videos about like giant remains being found. I'd never looked into the credibility of those videos, but I mean,
bro, they're real. Like there was like a giant footprint in the size of the mountain, right?
Yeah.
In the side of the mountain, because you know when you step in mud, you leave an indentation, and it was like that on the side of the mountain. So that means it has to be real, and it wasn't made.
Yeah.
Because there's no way, like, who really takes the time to do that?
I don't know.
I'm really going to go out here. I'm going to go in this abandoned, mountain, and I'm just going to make a 13-foot footprint. Yeah. I'm just going to make a 13-foot footprint in like, the side of the road, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, not the side of the road, but the side of the mountain.
All right. So back to the theory of us being aliens. So we know there's a Great Flood. Just based on history and unanimity. I don't know if that's a word. Everybody's unanimous on there being a Great Flood. So where does the aliens come into play?
Where the aliens come into play?
Yeah, how do we become aliens from the flood?
Bro, that we were technically aliens because when they describe Noah, it's not how they described anything else. He was born with glowing skin. Like they said it was real glowing skin.
Yeah.
And he had white eyes. He had white eyes with black dots, which is kind of like us, right?
Yeah.
But like none of us like glow or nothing. But
unless you're pregnant. That was lame. That was super lame. I'm sorry.
That.
I'm corny. My bad.
Oh my god. So, anyways, that we could technically be like descended from aliens, and that like it was just lost to history at that point.
Yeah.
Because you know, there's a gap in humanity, right?
I didn't know that, but
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, so there's like the Neanderthals, and then they slowly start to develop. But
Yeah.
during that development, there's a gap,
Mm-hmm.
which science have no clue how we got to this point from that point. Yeah,
Oh.
because some people believe it could be, like, don't quote me on this, but it could be psychedelics.
What about psychedelics? How'd that change your like makeup?
No, but think about it, because psychedelics play, like, a huge role in culture,
Everything.
yeah, in cultures and everywhere. Like, what was it, DMT?
Don't know what that is.
You don't know what DMT is?
I don't even smoke, bro.
DMT.
I don't know nothing.
DMT. Okay. So DMT is like, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this. Okay, so DMT is like a way stronger acid.
Okay.
Way stronger. So where like people change their whole lives after taking this. Like, cause they like astral project and they see the universe after this.
Yeah.
Like they see the universe, they see things they've never seen before. Like they can they have an outer body experience, because that's what most of them say, that they can see themselves leaving their body.
Yeah.
And they go out and explore space like that. And it was crazy to me, because I thought about it though.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about taking some like DMT or something.
Don't do that, bro. You gonna be off the deep end.
No, I'm not. Most people ain't off the. Okay, some people are.
Exactly.
Like them, because you know.
Don't turn into a what's his name bodybuilder dude that I found on YouTube talking about how he thinks he's God now.
Bro.
Don't turn into him.
Oof, bro. That's a lot. That's a huge jump.
Hey, but you said niggas seeing space. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, they see space, but it's like you just astral projecting. Like, it changes your whole mindset. The way, like, somebody would meditate.
Yeah, I know me personally. Don't give me nothing like that. My God complex is too bad. I'm going to take something and I'm going to be just like him talking about I'm God because of X, Y, and Z. Sounding stupid. I already know I'm going to sound stupid. Don't make me sound stupid. I'm staying away from drugs.
But you must be, like, clear of mind when you take it. If you're not clear of mind, you can ruin your whole trip.
Yeah, that's not me.
Like, you can ruin your whole trip and you can actually go nowhere and feel nothing. How is it like in a strong hallucinogen and then nothing happens?
That would be crazy. I would be very disappointed.
You'd be disappointed?
Yeah.
You weren't ready for it.
Good trip, bad trip. I better have a trip. I know that much.
Bro, I've never heard of a bad trip on DMT. I probably only heard the good stuff.
You know, you probably have to search for the bad. Sometimes you have to do that with certain things.
Yeah. Could you really search for it? Bro, I bet that would be so horrible.
What? A bad trip on DMT?
Yes, bro. You can't shake it off.
Yeah.
You can't shake it off. So imagine seeing your worst nightmare and you can feel it.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
It's like having sleep paralysis for an extended period of time. Let's just say like 8 hours.
Yeah. That would be very horrible. So, back to the initial topic about psychedelics.
Yeah.
How do psychedelics play into human evolution?
Psychedelics can see the difference between apes and us is like some people don't believe in evolution. It's like, oh, we all evolved, so why are there still apes?
Yeah.
Because there's different evolution chains or different parts of the evolution tree.
Yeah.
So if you believe in that stuff, I'm just saying, if you just believe in that, then yes, there's different forms of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is that some got curious.
Yeah.
And let's just say shrooms. Shrooms is like one of the easiest things to take.
Yeah.
And then they just started thinking differently. Because when somebody takes something, they start acting differently, right?
Yeah.
And it changes their mannerisms and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That psychedelics could play a heavy role in that.
Yeah.
And that's what was like shocking at me because I was like, that does make sense on how like psychedelics can play like a huge part in humanity because even the Egyptians talk about it.
Yeah. That wouldn't change your genetic makeup, though.
I mean, it wouldn't change your it wouldn't change your genetic makeup, but it would change the way you think. Because during this time period, we were almost to where we were.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah, we were almost to where we were because it was like near the end, but there was that point to where what pushed us to the way we are now.
Yeah.
Is some belief in psychedelics.
Mm-hmm.
It could be psychedelics.
Yeah. Yeah, potentially. I mean, psychedelics definitely do make you think. I know they do make you think.
Yeah, because like,
for sure.
can it like the difference between you and the ape is consciousness or like being sentient or
Yeah, but sentience really comes from like your frontal, the frontal part of your brain being larger gives you more ability to have those type of thoughts, those conscious, self-aware thoughts.
yeah, but psychedelics could play a role in that though.
Mm-hmm. However, the psychedelics can't access a part of the brain that is not there.
No, but it can expand your part of the brain that was there. Like, okay, how do I explain this? How do I explain it? I'm trying to explain it in a way that like it makes sense on like how psychedelics could like push for progression.
Yeah.
Like how can psychedelics push for progression?
Mm-hmm.
Because it changes your mannerisms, the way you think and everything, but evolution takes the rest.
Yeah.
Like, of course, evolution would take the rest, but there's a gap in between there that, like, even most people can't figure it out.
Yeah. I don't feel like psychedelics will have that profound of a, like, effect unless, which, although looking at society today, this is definitely a possibility, unless you have a group of people doing psychedelics that think differently. And like the people that can handle it, like the abstractness of the thoughts that come with it, or have those abstract thoughts that are kind of entertaining, or kind of what we have now with psychedelics, enjoyable, kind of procreated and passed on the psychedelics. Because, nobody does drugs by themselves. Like, people will say, like, oh, yeah, I'm cool just doing drugs by myself. But average person that smokes wants somebody to smoke with them or, like, drink or this or that. Most people are social in their indulgence, which as social creatures that we evolve from, even apes and stuff are a little bit more social than other things. So I can see them sharing, and if you like being around somebody whilst you're smoking, then you're probably gonna be around them more, which leaves more room for you to mate, I guess, if you're of the opposite gender, which can lead to evolution in a sense. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel like psychedelics would have that big of a impact though. But maybe though.
No, like the way
maybe.
Like the way somebody thinking, like let's just say you're talking. Like the way me and you are talking, right?
Yeah.
And I tell you something that completely changes your whole mindset on things. Psychedelics could be like that. It's not something big, but it's drastic enough to change livelihood.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could be something like that like maybe they were just talking one day and they were just like, doing like this communicating and stuff, and then someone just said something and you're like, yo, he just said something.
Yeah.
He just said something. He was like, bro, like let's just say he was just sitting there like, bro, why not we just, make a house. We don't have to worry about rain. Bro, what?
Yeah.
And that could push forward to evolution, so then...
Yeah, but I mean, we were already heading in that direction anyway. Once we hit, like, bipedalism, we started focusing, more on, like, brain size rather than, like, physical might. We were already pushing towards more tools and this and that and social dynamics and developing languages and just making things more complex and really building on, like, the mental part of things rather than the physical.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Either way, as a slippery slope goes, if you value intellect then you're naturally going to progressively get more intellectual as a species.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
Do you hope?
I hope.
Not, it doesn't always work like that.
I have such little faith in society.
Oh my goodness. We're not going on this tangent.
We're not
going on that tangent.
We're not.
Bro, could you imagine somebody that made like thought of the first house? It's like, bro, I'm tired of rain.
Yeah. They probably didn't say anything. They probably just kind of gestured to it.
Gestured.
Yeah. Because, we were nomadic.
Yeah.
Well, we were not nomadic. Some of us were. But not Neanderthals. I learned about this in school. So you learn about all the different things. There's way more humanoid species other than Neanderthal that popped up and kind of disappeared as, one kind of gets better than the other and the other becomes obsolete over time. And you have your first ones that just kind of learned how to communicate and kind of be nomadic. They built small huts and tents and stuff, and they went around, they hunted, they gathered, and all of that. And that was how they operated until they learned how to do agriculture. And language also got more complex because you do have to communicate if you're going to be timing stuff and doing your crops and making sure that you can actually grow food. And then once we got there and agriculture became a thing, we just kind of got more and more advanced with stuff, and brain power becomes a bigger thing. Although I did watch one video about evolution, because one of the things about evolution is that people think just because there's something similar that is like a step in the process of you evolving, but normally there's like a base species that multiple things branch off from, and you can look at the DNA. Now, people and Neanderthals and all those other cavemen-like species aren't actually like directly related. Like, we're related by a common ancestor, but we're not the same species. We're not a step from them. They are a step in a different direction from us. Does that make sense?
I think I get what you're talking about. I think I get what you're talking about.
So if we came from monkeys, the monkey is the common ancestor. The Neanderthal is a step in the same direction, but a different path that did not work for the long term.
I think I understand. I had to put it in like dinosaur terms for me.
Yeah. Not everybody has Neanderthal DNA. Now, people in Neanderthals there was like some genetic evidence of whatever you would call it.
What?
Interbreeding between the two species. So like Neanderthals and regular people getting it on and having offspring, because some people do have a small amount of Neanderthal DNA in them, but it's not a large percent of people.
Huh. I did not know that. What?
Yeah.
What?
But I mean, Neanderthals, they were human enough. They're like dull people. They weren't as smart because their brains weren't as large as ours, but they also had like more, they were shorter and they were kind of beefier than we were.
What? I ain't never thought of that. You said you learned this in school?
I learned about we learned about evolution in school, and I learned about
I do not remember
genetic stuff just in research and study.
When?
It was a while ago. It was a long while ago.
Wait, was this in like college?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say, I don't remember none of this in high school.
No, you don't learn about that in high school. I'm pretty sure high school would be kind of scared to touch something like this.
Why so?
Just because some people don't believe in evolution, and it contradicts, kind of
Bro.
Kind of contradicts.
Yeah, because I remember, because, like, people read different books in school and stuff, because, we were required to read the Hamlet, Mockingbird, How to Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, stuff like that. And I was listening to Big Sean's interview. That's a good interview, by the way. You should watch it, bro. Like, how to manifest stuff, that's a good one. That's also a good topic.
That is a good topic.
That is a good topic. But we'll get to that eventually. But, yo, he read The Hobbit in school.
Bro, that sounds fun.
Man, what? Do you know how, like, I would have been excited to read books if we read The Hobbit? He's, like, we were sitting here reading How to Kill a Mockingbird. Bro, the only reason you want to read How to Kill a Mockingbird is to shout out the N word as hard as you can.
Why did you? Okay. Okay.
Bro, that's why that's the only people. That's the only part I remember of the Mockingbird. How to Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. But yeah.
Bro, they put their soul into it.
Oh yeah.
You know when they get to that part, they clear their throat, they sit up, and then they just shout it.
Yeah, school is an ignorant place, especially when you got a book with like the N word or like bad words in it. I remember we were reading, what's that one book? We read it in American literature. It's about, I don't remember. There's a movie about it. It has Denzel Washington in it.
It had to do with slaves.
Not slaves, but it was like, it wasn't too long after slavery.
It wasn't too long after slavery.
There definitely wasn't a such thing as niggas with money during this period. That's for sure.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, in the movie. Let me find out.
Man, what? I'm trying to watch that movie. Nah, you said you watched it in school?
Yeah, we watched the movie in school, but we read the book. Let me see Denzel Washington's movies.
Man, I ain't never watched that movie ever in school. I don't remember nothing with Denzel Washington in it. I probably didn't even know Denzel Washington at the time, though.
How did violating?
Huh?
Violating. That's everybody's favorite actor.
Cap. Cap. Hard cap. That is not my favorite actor.
I mean, a fine actor though. You can't deny that.
No, mine's a mostly martial artist though.
They are not actors.
Yes, they are. Bro.
They are, but like best martial artist and actor is like freaking Jackie Chan.
Yeah, see.
But even still,
Jackie Chan's a good actor, bro. He does his own stunts and everything.
Fences. That's what it's called. Fences.
Oh, you had to read that book?
Yeah, we had to read the book, and it's another one of those books that, very true to the time, has a lot of the N word in it, and just reading that out loud as a class is an experience. It's kind of funny, and
yeah, you just
it's awkward too, especially when you have like a white kid reading it and like they get to the N word and they kind of freeze up, and everybody's looking at them. And you're like,
that's when all the black kids turn around and they just like look at them. They sit there looking at them like.
It's like the reverse of that meme. Like, you know, where they're talking about when you're the only black kid in class and they're talking about slavery and it has all the white kids looking around.
Yeah.
It was like the opposite. You're the white kid reading the book.
Yeah, and all the black folks turn around, they just look at him. You gonna say it? You gonna say it?
Crazy thing is, I can't remember if any of them said it or not.
I don't remember. I've never even read that book.
I don't remember.
The only one I remember, like, truly reading, I don't even think I read. Oh my gosh. I don't remember nothing in the literature.
My favorite thing was reading Shakespeare.
Ooh. Okay, never mind. I do remember some, like Fahrenheit 451. I did enjoy that read.
I don't think I read that one.
What? You never read that book?
What's it about?
Bro. Okay, Fahrenheit 451 is about a society, but you can't have books. Like, books aren't a thing. It's kind of like The Giver. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
It's kind of like The Giver, but, like, with books.
Man, I remember cracking up back in the day with The Giver because he had to touch on mans and everybody was making jokes about it.
What? What do you mean?
The Giver had to, like, not, like, do anything explicit, but he had to touch Buddy to give him, like, the knowledge. And, like, because they were talking about touching, everybody was like, exactly, that was their reaction, like, ooh, oh, he touching him.
Ooh, you know what that means? You know what that means?
Yep.
He's grooming him.
Oh, God. Really, though? I mean, really, yeah.
Bro, what?
That is pretty much what's going on in The Giver. That is the plot.
I don't know. The Giver was a weird book, though.
It was.
Could you exist in that universe?
That should be another episode, Dystopias.
Dystopias?
Yeah, Dystopias.
I don't think I could exist in one of those. That's too much.
Or Utopias.
Utopia.
Which?
Is it a dystopia? No, it's supposed to be a utopia, right? No. Yeah, it's dystopia.
We'll make this another episode. Like, we should just continue this conversation and just flip, like just cut it here.
We was talking about like books we read in school.
Yeah, we were really talking about how we're aliens. That's what we were supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, but like then we talked about like evolution and stuff.
Yeah, but that goes into that, like.
Yeah, because we talked about how we evolved, bro. because like they were living like 35. Kings were living for like 35,000 years, and now the average king now lives for like 35 years, and like that gap in between.
Kings now?
No, like back then.
I was about to say, bro.
I mean, saying Queen Elizabeth's been like alive for
I was about to say
ages.
Long time, very.
She was old when I was born.
Yeah.
And she's still old.
Don't be disrespecting the Queen, bro. You gonna have the UK at us, bro.
I'm just playing. All respects to the Queen. She lived this long.
Yeah.
Bro, you wanna know something?
What?
She's watched her whole generation disappear. She's not even in her generation. Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is to get old, though. Is just watch all the people around you die, except for your kids and their friends. But even still, sometimes your kids and their friends, depending on if they're stupid or sickly. So sorry, that was my bad.
Bro, was on something else.
My bad.
This man was about to get on something else. You trying to get us?
Yeah, but I'm still a
gone.
dark nigga. My bad. I be getting to my two real tangents. Although people should watch, anybody that's watching us, I would recommend. I'm gonna shout out Pierre XO because that man.
Bro, Pierre XO.
I like Pierre.
That dude, bro, he talks about something all the time, and it's amazing.
Because his soft language video is like one of my favorite YouTube videos of all times.
Soft language.
Yeah, where he was talking about how people soften their language. And I completely agree. This is something I've been saying before I even watched the video.
Yeah.
Like how people are so afraid of offending somebody or being politically correct that you don't say what you actually mean. Or like they're softening language to the point where there's not even a such thing as bad stuff because you can work your way around it and you're tainting what you're actually trying to communicate. So like say if you didn't have any money, I used to be like, yeah, he doesn't have any money, he's broke. But instead of saying that with softer language now, people are probably like, he's minimal in this and like he's underprivileged or blah 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 blah. Pierre explains it way better. I'd recommend watching the video. It's called I'm Not Stupid, I'm Mentally Unable by Pierre XO. Best YouTube video ever.
Man, well, he has a lot of good YouTube videos.
He does.
He has a lot of good YouTube videos.
Because he was talking about how it's a slippery slope going from, like, not calling somebody broke or not calling somebody. Even, like, just, there's so many terms that you are afraid to say because, like, somebody might get offended by it.
Yeah, but that's just, I don't know.
The example that he gave is, like, pedophiles trying to re-identify themselves from like pedophiles to minor attracted person, that is what they are. They're not lying to you. They are a minor attracted person.
It just kind of soften that up a lot.
It doesn't sound as bad as saying, yeah, that's a pedo. He likes kids versus he's attracted to minors.
Yeah.
It's one sounds a little bit better. They both aren't good. They're both equally bad. But one, if you say, oh yeah, I'm a Matt, I'll be like, okay, because I don't know what you're talking about. You soften the language, but a Matt is a minor attracted person, and now.
I'm glad you explained that.
Yeah.
I was like a mat.
Yeah.
Like a floor mat, bro. You floor mat, bro.
No, but like if somebody says that, you're not gonna have the same stigma in your mind against them versus if they let you know that they are a pedophile.
Bro, what? I did not know they would call themselves that.
Yeah, for a minute, there was like, I don't know if it's still going on. I don't keep up with current events. It gets on my nerves. But there were like pedophiles trying to get into the LGBTQ community because technically it is what they are attracted to. They're attracted to minors, and that's what they want to be called, is minor attracted people, because that's what they're sexually attracted to. And to them, it's the same as being attracted to the opposite sex or whatever you're attracted to. Attraction is attraction to them, so they're trying to get into the community. However, it's a slippery slope. You got to know where to draw lines, and a lot of it comes from just personal stuff. But I can definitely see why you wouldn't be okay with pedophiles being openly pedophiles and everybody being okay with it.
It's I don't know.
Because it goes into grooming, that's why. Stuff like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang. That's soft. Like you
Yeah.
really soften that up.
You can soften up. It's really easy to soften your language.
You know
Like
what?
that's what he was saying. He was saying like why he likes curse words, because curse words get your point across and they get it across simple. The purpose of language is to communicate your feelings and your ideals. And if you go around it, you're making that more complicated and you're making it harder for people to understand you. So if you piss me off and I'm like, bro, fuck you, you understand what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
But if I'm like, man, I'm very displeased with you right now, and I don't like the fact that I'm in a mindset to where I can articulate that it doesn't communicate how mad you made me. But if I start cussing you out, you understand like, oh, damn, I really pissed him off.
Bro.
But if I give you like a MLA format essay about how upset I am, it's not gonna have the
Man, anybody know finna read that?
yeah, nobody's gonna take you serious.
No, it's like, oh, wow. You're upset.
Yeah,
I
like,
get it.
oh my bad, I didn't know I upset you that much.
Like, cause like, you know, like you said, when you use cuss words, it's like different.
Yeah, like
it hits right away.
exactly. You automatically know how I feel about what you did or said.
What about people who don't curse?
People that don't. It's up to you. However you choose to articulate.
I wonder how creative they get in a conversation to avoid those words.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, I should know. I didn't curse for a long time. You just kind of. It's a lot of pausing.
You didn't cuss.
Yeah, I didn't
You
cuss
didn't
for
cuss,
a
bro.
long
In
time.
8th grade, you never cussed.
Yeah, it was a long while. It wasn't until like high school. Well, no, I know. It was like 8th grade towards like the end.
Yeah, it's towards like the end. Because I remember you used to never cuss. Like,
Yeah.
you used to avoid it.
Like 6th and 7th grade. And even in 8th grade, I was like, no, 8th grade, I went off to the deep end. I was about the year that I went like, way down there.
What do you mean?
Dude, I found those videos of me and like just videos that I would make and send. And bro, I was in like screenshots of stuff from my old phone. Because I had like all my pictures from my gallery on my old laptop.
Yeah.
Bro.
What? What?
Some of those videos and like some stuff just should have never seen the light of day.
What do you mean? Like, why? Is it that bad?
Yes. This is going off into like a really big tangent, but this will be like a personal conversation that you guys can get in on. This will be like the second half. We can mark it for them so they know like a bonus something at the end at like the 30-minute mark, 32.
Bonus conversation?
Yeah, bonus conversation. So, I'm going to start this off. It's going to be really personal, especially for the viewers, especially if you know me and you have known me for a long time.
That's probably going to be most people watching this.
Most of the people starting off watching are going to know me for a long time.
Yeah.
Before like 7th grade, I was very quiet and reserved. I was very much myself now.
Yeah.
Like me now is very similar to me as like a smaller kid.
Yeah.
I just know more and I'm not as bad about being selfish. I had some only child tendencies that I don't have anymore because I watch myself. I watch myself for them. But like being that quiet and reserved and not saying curse words and not really getting on people's ass gets you walked over, especially like around kids. That shit will get you walked straight over. They'll run straight through you. So like end of 7th grade, 8th grade, I had like a switch, like it just flipped because I wasn't very well socialized. I didn't have any siblings. I didn't have too many friends like that. I had a few like at Cowan, like Axel and Dylan and them, but I was only around them for a short period of time before I had to move. So as far as friends and stuff go, I didn't too much have a lot of time around friends. And when I did, it was only like on weekends. Otherwise, I was by myself a lot. So I just kind of learned how to talk to people by watching people and listening to people just outside of my own conversations because I didn't have anybody to interact with. And so people walk over you when you're a little socially awkward. You're not very talkative and you're not very good at talking. So I just start flaming niggas. And like people liked it because it was funny as long as it wasn't you. And like people actually liking me being mean. That's kind of why I gravitate around abrasive people.
Just twist this and you can tighten it.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Or like you just twist this right here and it tightens it.
Got you.
And
All
it
right.
stays. See?
Appreciate that. But yeah. That's kind of why I gravitate towards abrasive people a lot, is because that switch, I just start saying what I felt like, and people would get their feelings hurt. Somebody would get their feelings hurt, and somebody else would end up laughing. So the people that laughed about it is just kind of who I started gravitating towards. And I could tell how, like, unsocialized I was hearing and, like, seeing some of the stuff that I would talk about, because it was really rude and it was uncalled for sometimes. Yeah. I remember certain conversations I'd have would be, like, at the expense of other people, and it just wasn't nice. It wasn't very likable. And I feel like I'd have a lot more friends if I was more like how I am now. Although I don't regret
being... You did have a lot of friends, though.
I did.
You had a lot of friends in school. I remember, like, I just came in 8th grade and you was just, like, popular.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember that, bro?
I don't know.
Bro, I came in like around like November. Mm-hmm. Came in around like November. Then like I think after that month, that's when we started talking, because like you done figured out I can draw and stuff.
Yeah, bro, I hunted you down. Because I was like the finest artist, and I was like, nah.
Because everybody was just talking about me. They was like, hey, who's that mixed kid? You know that mixed kid? It's like, who? What are you talking about?
I didn't know what you were. I didn't know who I was looking for. I thought I was looking for a white kid, if I was being honest with you. I was like, yo, this Tay kid, he's stealing my clout. I gotta find him.
He's stealing my clout. I'm the only one that can draw.
Find him. I'm the best artist. Everybody's talking about some, yeah, he fire drawing. He might be better than you. Nigga, what? Who? I need to see.
I need to see this for myself.
Yeah, because I had to hunt my boy down and see his portfolio.
Bro, that's what I used to do. I used to carry all my drawings, bro, from when I was like in 6th grade to like then, and I used to draw all the time then. Facts. Because I was just in class and that's all I did.
Yeah, I remember I found you. I was like, let me see that dragon. You draw dragons? Let me see the dragon. Let me see what you got. Let me see what you be drawing, bro. You showed me that dragon. I was like, all right.
All right, okay.
It's all right.
It's all right.
I could do better. I put the scales on mine. I put the scales on mine. You're just red. I got scales. You got to catch up.
Yeah, because I remember, like, what was it? We was sitting in what's her face class?
Miss Ponder?
Yeah, Miss Ponder's class. We was just sitting in the back because that's when she had it in, like, the groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we was just sitting in the back, and then, like, I just, like, kind of whipped out, like, my portfolio. Put it on the desk.
Yeah.
I forgot who else was there. I don't remember anyone else being there.
I don't know. I remember we were slapboxing with somebody one day.
We were slapboxing with somebody?
Yeah.
I don't remember where that happened.
Yeah, we were slapboxing. That was before you had hands, too.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you. I got hands way later in the years.
Yeah.
Bro, what? I do remember. I do remember Miss Ponder's class.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah, you remember Caleb was sitting in that seat? I told him, I was like, move. He's like, no, I'll move when I feel like it. I said, bro, move.
You didn't have to do buddy like that. My boy was a menace.
I said, bro, move.
My boy didn't know what a temper was.
No, I had temper non-existent. I was always on go.
Facts. Because you did not have to flip buddy on his neck.
Yeah, because I just kind of like grabbed the desk and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I just flipped over, dude. He was just sitting there. Bro, I remember you was clowning him, bro. Because after he got up and walked away, I just sat the desk back up and sat in it. Yeah. Like nothing ever happened.
The thing is, like, even at my, like, I was very rude. I was mean. Yeah. Generally, you'd have to provoke me, but sometimes I do remember instances where I would just be out of pocket. Yeah. For no reason. There were times where I would come out of my pocket for no reason and just flame on somebody. Or sometimes people ask me to because they're like, oh, that's funny. Do one for me. And I'm like, bro, are you sure?
Are you sure about this?
Are you sure?
Do you really want your whole dignity to be thrown out the window?
Because I was kind of mean. I was a little rude. But yeah, I don't even remember what I was getting at with this story. What was I getting at? What was the purpose of me reflecting?
Yeah, because I think we went back and we were just talking about this all started because then we were talking about school. You was getting personal on talking about how you were.
Oh yeah, how I was. Yeah, I was very rude, very blunt, and I'm still kind of blunt. I've learned to soften my language because not everybody can handle like just that energy that you come with. Because some people are softer, and it's not their fault. It's not your fault if you have had people softening their language towards you and not cursing towards you. I remember I was talking about the difference between me not cursing and me starting to curse. That's how we got here.
I thought you were talking about what you were talking about just a
Yeah.
couple seconds ago.
But it led into that.
Yeah.
So before then, I didn't curse, and then like 8th grade, I just got really mean, saying exactly how I felt when I felt it, no matter the reason why I felt it, whether it was valid or not, just expressing how I feel, which was good because then people don't really mess with you like that. Like you don't have to worry about anybody trying to jank you or flame you or this or that if they know that you're gonna like come back with some shit, and it's gonna be some hurtful shit too.
Yeah.
That it's gonna be funny for other people watching, but it's your feelings are gonna be hurt nonetheless. So
I figured that's like how we were though.
yeah.
Because I kind of had to do the same thing.
Yeah, but if you look at my friend group is not nice people. I don't hang around nice people.
Oh, I'm not nice?
No. I don't.
Bro, what?
I'm
You
just
didn't
being real.
sugarcoat that at all. You didn't sugarcoat that at all. You just, no.
I mean, you're temper issues. You had bad temperament. I gravitate towards that energy.
At the time, okay, it's more controlled now.
Yeah, that's more controlled now.
Like
but it's that.
Back then, it was like non-existent.
Yeah.
Because like when I flicked Caleb out his desk, I don't even know what came over me. I just kind of like blacked out.
Yeah, but all my friends will go upside your head in like a half a second. If you say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, any of my friends will go upside your face. I'm probably the coolest tempered person out of my friend group, and I will.
That's facts, because like, bro, I used to rely on you heavy to keep me calm.
Exactly.
Because if you wasn't there, bro, I'm popping off, and that's just how it is. I'm going to pop off.
Yeah, but even me, I'm very nice, and I understand now, not then. Now, I understand that oftentimes when people do stuff towards you or hurt your feelings, it's not that they mean to. If somebody's being a bitch or asshole or a dick or whatever they're being.
But you had your laughs, though.
Oh, yeah.
You was laughing hard when I flipped Caleb out his desk.
Even then I tried to be nice to him because I told him, I was like, bro, I will help you up, because he couldn't get up because you had that man pinned up on his neck against like the wall on the desk. And I was like, yo, if you promise me that you won't go on a rampage and smash every desk in this room, I'll help you up.
No, because you were trying to tell him to just get up and move, bro. Because you were trying to tell him to get up and move.
But I remember I told him, I was like, I'll help you up if you keep cool. And he was like, okay. I helped him up, and he smashed every desk, and I was like, okay.
Bro, I was like waiting on him to swing, though.
He's not going to.
I was sitting there waiting to swing, for him to swing on me, bro. I was waiting for it. I was ready for it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm still going back to just me talking about me stuff. I feel like I'm still trying to kind of find that balance between being cool and level-headed and not letting people walk over you.
Search yourself.
Yeah, because me, you know how I am.
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah.
But the average person doesn't know me. So I try and be nice and start off with like a cordial interaction with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to hype somebody up. I'll give you your clout.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, you'll get the most clout from me. Even if you don't really do anything like that, you can do something regular, and I'll hype you up. I'll hype the soul out of you. But some people take that as like me being lesser than them or this or that. Like being nice to somebody, sometimes people think that like you're standing them. You're like a groupie. You're like a follower, which that's not me. I'm just supportive. Yeah. That's more my energy.
I'm just trying to support you on your stuff, you know?
Exactly. I'm trying to be supportive. But some people take that for granted, and they think they can treat you like a fan or something, like you're not going to do anything. And I don't like when people do that. And like I do get tried more than my friends because I am cooler, like in my temperament than you guys. Like, so people are more apt to try me. Like, I don't like saying names when I talk about stuff because I don't want to like put anybody's business out there. Like, talk about how somebody is. If you know the person, you'll know the person. If you don't, you don't. Yeah, you don't. I don't want you to be able to find the person and like be like, oh, you're this type of person. But like, we have a friend that back in the day had.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Bro, I know exactly what you're talking about. You didn't even have to put names on it.
Exactly. Now, if it's like you or my other friend, like I said, I'm not putting names. But you know,
I know who the other friend is.
Temperament. Like, you know that they'll go upside your face. You know you're not going to win. Yeah. So, like, don't even try it. Now, me, I'm confident within myself. I don't feel like I have to display that, like, oh, yeah, I got the hands, but I be fighting people. I chill. I just chill out. Cooling, being nice. But people think that they can try me. You're like, oh, he don't got the hands. I can slide him. I could. You can't.
You can't. You can't. You went ahead and gave it to him. I can't. You can't.
You can't. But people don't. People need you to show them that off rip. And I just wish they didn't. I wish people weren't such show me niggas. Don't be a show me nigga, because I don't want to show you. I don't want to have to. It's too much stress. It's too much trouble. So just let me chill. Let me be nice to you. Let me hype you up. So I'm still trying to balance that, because I don't like when people try me. So I got to like balance being intimidating, because I don't want to scare people either.
Yeah.
Because I can easily like crank up my aura and like turn into my dad real quick and just have like a weight on you. But I don't want to do that, because that's not fun. It's not fun for me. That's not fun for anybody else.
I mean, I had to learn that. I learned that earlier. I learned that way earlier. You just got to assert yourself.
Yeah.
You just got to assert yourself. I'll be like, niggas, stop trying me.
Yeah. And we're back. Anyway. So like I was saying, what was it? Oh, finding the balance between being nice and being understanding of people, because nobody wakes up and is like, yeah, I'm gonna be a dick today. I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna hurt people's feelings. Nobody wakes up and says that. They just kind of accidentally do it based on how they are used to reacting to situations, how their day is going, and what they're dealing with at the moment. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a projection of how their day is going.
Yeah.
So it's not any personal attack to you. Even if it is a personal attack to you, they don't mean to do it just for the sake of hurting your feelings. It's probably for some other reason that you kind of got to figure out if you have the patience to do so. And I do have the patience to deal with that most of the time. However, it's a disrespect that I don't like. So if you do something and I'm like, yeah, you're out of pocket, I'm okay. But it's if somebody like blatantly disrespects me that I do have issues with. But I'm definitely a much calmer, cooler person than what I was back in school.
Depends.
I'm still restless. I have a lot of energy. But I'm not going to say anything mean to you. I'm going to be very nice and supportive of you. And if I ever said anything harmful or mean to you in person, I'm sorry. Like, genuinely.
Don't soften up.
I'm not going to soften up. I'm just letting them know.
Don't soften up.
All right. I'll put it like this. How about this? If I said anything to offend you or hurt you, that was not your fault. I'm sorry. But if you disrespect me, I'll still slide you. Is that better?
Oh, no. Let me put you in words. Okay. Don't be a punk.
Don't be a punk.
We all hurt.
We all hurt.
And I will fade you.
And he will fade you.
Yeah, there you go. In a couple words.
In a couple words. There you go. I'll at least try to understand why you're being a punk, though. I'll be a little patient. You got 3 times. You got the 3.
Yeah, 3 times?
Yeah.
I don't give nobody 3 times. You got the 1 time. I'll let it slide for the 1 time.
Although, really, this is my base rule. This is my base rule right here.
Yeah.
Me, I don't have pride. Like, my pride is dead. Pride gets you nowhere.
Yeah,
it doesn't,
bro.
Okay, I do have pride. I'm capping.
Yeah,
I do have pride. Right, I do have pride. But my there's not really anything that you can do or say to me that will just like set me off. Except, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. Don't find out.
I was about to say you're gonna have people trying you up all the time. Then
don't
just try you up.
Just to try me up. Just to try me up. So yeah, don't find out.
Because people, you know how it is.
Yeah, people are weird. Why do people do that? Like they find out you don't like something and then they want to do it more. People are so weird.
People like being irritable, irritating.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that is a thing. That's a human thing, or it's like just because recently the internet thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This was a very interesting video today. I feel like it was successful. Even though we did get off topic, we did have kind of we connected with the audience a little bit. You got a little personal.
Yeah,
personal.
Yeah, we
and
did. Got plenty of stories, though.
Oh, yeah. And you got to hear about how we might be aliens, because we might be.
Bro,
aliens.
It makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah,
I've seen some of the videos that you're referring to. It does make sense. If you guys want to know more, I definitely would recommend going and doing research about it. Even if you don't believe it, even if you're never going to believe it, just because it's fun. Half the stuff I research, I don't believe. I just do it because it's fun. Why not? And that's the way to be. Even if you don't believe in something or you're not going to, still be open-minded, listen, learn stuff about it. And that's kind of what this void session is.
Yeah.
Stuff. Anyway, we're going to give you guys a 2-episode special today. So we have another episode coming up right after this one. So if you see us in the same outfit, we're not dirty. We just did 2 in the same day. All right?
All right. Yes, sir.
All right. This has been another Trip to the Void. Your Void Gurus, Al and Tay.
Yes,
have a wonderful day in the real
All
world.
right. Peace.